asking President Bush to declare a federal emergency in California.
The more than 1,000 wildfires ravaging Northern California forced California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger to request federal aid on Friday, and by Sunday, President Bush declared a state of emergency for the state of California, freeing up federal firefighters, Marine helicopters, FEMA, also NASA fire censoring technology. And CalFire Riverside County spokesperson Captain Herrera says that's going to be a big help.
Fires that don't pose a threat to life and property are secondary. So as we bring in more resources from our neighboring states, then we'll be able to deploy them to the numerous other fires that are not attended yet.
The combination of treacherous terrain and freak lightning storms igniting additional fires have made a difficult task for the more than 17,000 firefighters on the front line nearly impossible.
The smoke conditions out there has hampered some of the ability for aircraft to fly because the visibility is zero.
The state's priority is getting control of those Northern California fires, and many local crews, instead of being in their own fire station, are up north.
We have our normal complement that we have at our 95 stations, plus on top of that we have more personnel, so that means more firefighters on the engines and be able to cover our reserve engines. So we are not stretched thin, and we are not with less manpower here in Riverside.
Although there are plenty of resources to cover this area in case a major incident were to break out, firefighters are getting no rest whether they're stationed here or on assignment in Northern California.
We're going to be held on duty for the next 5 to 6 weeks. That means no one goes home. There'll be more resources being deployed. We're working on a plan hopefully to relieve some of those folks from Riverside County that have been out there for 21 plus days.
And if you think the job of a firefighter is glamorous, think again.
They may or may not have the ability to come back to a fire camp and have a hot meal. They may end up eating on the what we call on the fire line, eating a sack lunch. That would be a cold sandwich, a drink. They may not be able to rest for several days. They might end up sleeping on the back of the fire engine, on the hose bed.
But despite those conditions, they never seem to complain.
When tough times come, we're ready for it.